Alrighty, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming through this evening, and for all of you who've tuned in live around the country today, we are excited to have you with us. It's a very interesting time in our country and our history right now, and DuePoint is quite excited to be part of what is changing in our economy in South Africa today. And my hope is that in the next sort of 45 minutes, I can get you to get a glimpse of the kind of excitement and hope that we're feeling here at DuePoint this evening. We want you to understand why we're so energized about this business and why we believe that we have done something quite unique here at DuePoint this evening. Now, to start with, you are sitting at DuePoint. DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. That's important for you to note. Why? Well, for three reasons, really. One, we're a homegrown South African company, so you're not dealing with some foreign company. You're actually sitting in a building this evening made of bricks and mortar that actually is DuePoint. You know, you would have been to presentations before where you're in a cinema or somebody's back garage or something. Here you're actually in the building of DuePoint. Homegrown South African company. Second, we're listed and public, and we were first registered in 1952, which means that we're nearly 70 years old this year. So we're not a here today, gone tomorrow thing, like many of the things that you've been involved with in the past. I'm sure you know they have a shelf life of 6 to 12 months, whatever it is. It blows in and then it blows out. Yeah, we've been around for 68 years now. This is a well-established financial services company. And thirdly, guys, we want you to know that we're licensed and regulated. We have life and short-term insurance licenses, and we have as many as 9 regulators that look after us. So we're a business that is established and one that you can trust in. Now, I know that that's just words, but we go to great lengths to prove to South Africans how different we are from all the other things they might have been exposed to in the past. Now, about 5 years ago, we sat down to solve an economic problem that was growing in South Africa. It's now almost at crescendo. In the next couple of years, every South African will not only know about it, but will admit to it. We are, as individuals in South Africa, in financial crisis. We are. Most people haven't realized it yet, and others have continued to choose to ignore it. Financial crisis means, ladies and gentlemen, that we no longer have control of our income. We don't. Not one of us has control over our income. Every one of you that's employed knows that someone else chooses what your salary is going to be, whether you get promoted or whether you get bonuses, and someone else will choose whether you're employed tomorrow morning or not. How many stories have we heard in this building of South Africans that were employed today and unemployed tomorrow? This is because we're in a recessive economy. A recessive economy is one that's shrinking. If you didn't know this before, for the last 2 years, one could argue the last 20, but definitely the last 2 years, our economy has got smaller year on year. What that means is there are less businesses this year than there were last year, and less businesses last year than there were the year before. This is why we have 600,000 people becoming unemployed every year in South Africa, because 300,000 of them are matric students coming into the economy looking for jobs, and 300,000 are those that lost their jobs last year as a result of the shrinkage of the economy. How do we find 600,000 jobs a year for South Africans? Well, we don't. That's why we're in financial crisis. All of us, however, employed or unemployed, live in an economy where we have to buy things. We have to buy things to eat, to breathe, to live, to drink, to light our houses with. And what we're seeing at the moment is very close to what I would call hyperinflation. In the last 2 years alone, we've had 20% plus inflation for individuals on the ground. Last year was 23%. Go and look it up. I'm not making this stuff up. Go and Google it. And you will see that while our government tells us our inflation is 6 to 7% per annum, that's if you're a major mine or corporate. But when you look at the basket of goods for you and me on the ground, it's 23%. How many of you are getting 23% raises every year? If you're not getting a 23% raise, you are poorer this year than you were last year. In fact, the economists tell us that the average South African is poorer every single year for the last 2 decades. This is despite you getting an increase. You might have been getting 5 or 10%, etc., etc. That was less than inflation. How do we solve this problem? Well, that was exactly what we had to do. And we didn't want to solve it in a way that would make everybody uncomfortable or make us look like something that had already come before. No, we wanted a completely unique, purpose-built for South African solution. And we built for ourselves what we call the DuePoint system. The DuePoint system allows you as an individual to contract with us as a wealth engineer. As a wealth engineer, you're going to engineer wealth, not cash, We're not in the business of cash. You're going to engineer wealth with us here at DuePoint. How are you going to do it? Well, we're going to ask you to do one thing, and it's none of the things that you're embarrassed or tired of doing. We're going to ask you to use our cutting-edge technology to connect South Africans to us. That's it. We want you to use our technology to connect South Africans to us. So that means no selling, no products running around in your back pockets or in your cars or in your bags, and no presentations. What a wonderful thing, not having to present substandard foreign products to your friends to beg them to buy. You don't have to do that here at DuePoint. You're going to use technology that's already on your phone. We're going to unlock it for you this evening to connect South Africans to us. By doing that, you now create greater distribution for us as a company. We're able to go in and facilitate the purchase of our products ourselves. And from that, we create revenue. And from that revenue, we're able to create wealth for you. What is wealth? It is a recurring monthly income. It is not a transactional cash like you've experienced before. When you sold something, they gave you some cash. The moment you stopped selling, you got no more cash. That's why all of you are still in these seats tonight. They promised you wealth and riches and travel and cars and handbags. I've seen all the WhatsApps and all the Facebook pages, but you didn't get any of it. Why? Because you weren't building wealth. You were selling and performing what we call transactional cash. We've built a business that creates recurring income. Recurring income is there whether you are sick or healthy, whether you're on holiday or overworked at work. It doesn't matter. It comes in. And for those that have been with us for nearly the last half decade here at DuePoint will attest to the fact that every month since they joined us, they have had income flowing into their accounts. That changes lives. It changes circumstances when you know no matter what happens in your life, there is income flowing in. How do we build it? Well, we build it off of the back of our financial services products. They're all run on debit orders, and those debit orders are all computer generated and automated, which means that every month, no matter what you're doing, those debit orders raise and your income comes in. No chasing after people to beg them to buy. It automatically happens in our system. In addition, we built our system around South Africans. We're South Africans, so we know what our circumstances are. We know we're very busy. Probably the main excuse for fighting the person who brought you here this evening was, listen, I'm too busy. I don't have time for this. I'm very important, etc., etc., etc. I understand that. That's very much a South African cultural response. It doesn't matter if we're employed or unemployed. I have met unemployed people who've said to me, Brendan, I'm sorry, I don't have time for this. I don't know what they're doing in their unemployed time, but they didn't have time for this. But it is cultural. We understood that. So we built the business to accommodate the fact that you don't have time. We built a system that allows leverage. We built a system that gives you 24-hour access. And we built you a system that is instant delivery every minute of the day, anywhere in the nation. So you don't have to spend hours and days working on it. You don't have to run to distribution stores to pick up bags of things to then travel around to your friends and distribute. None of that is required in our system. None of that is required to suck up your time, which is very valuable to you already. We have built it into our system of leverage here at DuePoint. In addition, folks, you do not pay anything to use our system. By simply being a product owner at DuePoint, you get immediate access to all of our presentations, our studio, our live broadcasts, our technology, our staff, our offices. It's all yours. There is no cost for the use of our system, so you don't go backwards tonight. Every single time I hear a story of some other new thing that's blown in, what has it done? It's taken people's cash before it started paying them. You know what it is. You've got to buy the starter kit, don't you? You have to buy 2,500 rands worth of groceries. You have to invest in Forex, cryptocurrency. It's always first cash in, which puts you in a negative position, which you then have to recoup before you make any money in the system. Here at DuePoint, you will start at naught tonight and you will work your way forward in our system. In addition, because you're not going to sell, you're not going to present, you're not going to convince, you're not going to debate, you're not going to advise. You're simply going to connect South Africans to us. It means you're not intermediaries, you're not agents, you're not brokers, you're not representatives. Anyone in the country today of any circumstance and any education or experience can be a wealth engineer in our system. And it means that everybody can now start building an asset of wealth for themselves. What's an asset? Well, an asset is something that pays you every month, whether you are growing or building or working on it or not. An asset is something you can price and sell, which is exactly what you can do in the DuePoint system. You can price and sell your channel to someone else. In addition, an asset is something that will outlive you, which is exactly what happens at DuePoint. Your channel, the income it creates, will automatically be passed on to your children when you pass away one day, which means that you are sitting this evening in the only intergenerational wealth creation business in South Africa today. I have done a fair bit of research, and I'm quite confident in that statement, and I often ask people to tell me if you know of another company that for the average South African will create wealth not only for themselves, but for their children and their grandchildren. I've not yet had somebody come to me and show me and demonstrate to me true intergenerational wealth like what you get at DuePoint this evening. In addition, we've made it as simple as possible. We're South Africans. We don't like complicated and we don't like hard, so we made it easy. We don't. That's just South African culture. If it looks too difficult, we go the other direction. Yeah, we made it super, super simple for you. We built it into your phone. And we said, if you can click on your phone 3 times, those of you who can tap your phone 3 times, hands up. There's some of you here tonight who say you can't tap your phone 3 times. I find that surprising because I know before you were even fully awake this morning, you had tapped your phone 3 times. I know that. If you can tap your phone 3 times, you can connect a South African to us. We made it that simple. And it means that not only you, but those that you do connect to us will continue to connect South Africans to DuePoint. We are not new. We have been doing this for nearly half a decade as a division of Constantia. We know how this thing grows and spreads organically. Why? Because it is the only economically viable solution left to South Africans. And you, through the process of connecting people to us via our app, allow us now, through these platforms you create, to distribute our products. We do it. You don't. So don't come to me afterwards and say, Brendan, when I'm selling your family wealth plan, you are never, ever going to talk about my family wealth plan. You're never, ever going to sell it. Your task is just connection. We do the selling. And as a result of that, we unlock your wealth and your potential through this platform for you. And we distribute it to you in 2 ways. The first is through our returns program. Our returns program pays you R27.50 for every product payment made in your channel every month that it is made, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel the payment was made. Now, it sounds really complicated, but it's not. It is literally the simplest system in the country. You're going to go out and chat to your friends. Some will take a product and make a payment. When they do, you get R27.50 multiplied by 200%. They're the people you introduced. And you get R55. R55 every month for every product that individual takes going forward, as long as the product continues to be paid. Folks, this is the power of recurring income. And unfortunately, many South Africans miss this. They go and see their WhatsApp that says, if I sell something, a pot, a pan, a medicine, a something, I will get R450. But you only get it once. You only get it once. Here, as long as that product is paid for, month after month, none of our products come with expiry dates, none of them wear out, none of them break. Every month that it comes through, you're getting R55. There is no amount of money you can be paid on a single transaction that will ever equal the value of a recurring income. These folk are out there going to connect a few more people too, and you have now been put into a world of control. If these individuals take more than one product, you earn more. R55 becomes 110, 165, 220, etc., as they take more and more products with DuePoint. And you now have control again of your income. You've been here 5 minutes. You've got a handful of connections in, you're making R1,000 a month. Not once off, a month. That's R12,000 a year. You might want more. Well, go out and connect more people. Spend more time building your channel of distribution with us. As you do that, you continue to earn, but on a diminishing basis, but only to the 8th point. From the 8th point on, you will always get 4% of R27.50 where you qualify to earn. This is a business that does not put a ceiling above your head. Whatever level of wealth, and I mean that quite truly, whatever level of wealth you would like to earn in this life, you have the capability of earning here at DuePoint, because we do not limit the size of your channel. As long as you qualify to earn, you can grow your channel to as big as you want in your lifetime. You can hand it to your children when you pass away one day, and they can grow it even further, and so on through the generations. This is why we say that we are an intergenerational wealth creation company. Now, calculating how much you can earn at DuePoint is tricky but not difficult. Because we've been around for long enough and done this for long enough, we have the data. We can predict for you pretty accurately what you can expect to earn here at DuePoint. It all depends on you. That's the only bottleneck in our system. We've been able to make every single thing work at DuePoint except you. You will be responsible solely for how much wealth you create with us. And it'll all depend on how many connections you make. So we use an example here to demonstrate it to you, but yours can be a completely different experience. You can make it faster or slower or do nothing. That'll be in your hands. We use a growth rate formula that fits into everybody's lifestyle. We call it 3 + 2. What it says is in your first month with us, we want you to connect just 3 people. Just 3. Those of you who are very busy and don't have time, 3 people. That's 9 taps on your phone in a month. There are many people that want to come and talk to me afterwards. You will find that I don't debate DuePoint anymore. DuePoint is no longer up for debate. DuePoint is literally the only economically viable solution we as South Africans have. Anything else would require you to do the impossible. Have you ever tried changing careers? You've got to get completely reskilled. Do you think you could do that in 5 minutes? Have you ever tried forcing a promotion? How many of you can guarantee a promotion at the end of this year? None of you. People say this to me. Others will say, well, I'm going to start my own business. That's great. Have you got the capital, the network, the idea that will work? The offices, the people, the staff, the systems, the list goes on. We don't have another option in South Africa today. We literally do not have it. Folks, when it comes to DuePoint, you can connect 3 people in your first month. Don't tell me you can't. And then every month thereafter, +2, we expect you to connect just 2 people. 2 people in a month, guys. This is not one of those super hyper dancing ladies, fireworks on the stage, music pumping. You'll all be millionaires in 90 days. No, because that's not real. We are a 68-year-old listed and licensed life and short-term insurance company. I can tell you how long it takes to create wealth. It takes time. 2 ingredients to success here. Your willingness to connect people. We call it numbers and time. If you don't add both of those in, you don't get the mix of wealth that you can create here. But where you're willing to put time in, we can tell you what you can expect to earn. If you put 3 people in and 2 every month thereafter, and you make them solid connections and you don't give up, well, then we know with our mathematics, and we put everything in, that after 6 months, you can reasonably expect to be on about 2,500 Rand a month. 2,500 Rand a month, every month. That's 30,000 Rand a year. Yes, I know you've seen other stuff that said you'd be richer sooner. None of that came true, though, and none of it is still coming true right now. Here we say, you've been doing nothing. You've been connecting 2 people a month. That's nothing. 6 taps on your phone. If you want more, connect more. But you're busy, so I know you can only do 2 a month. Okay, so we put the 2 in. Now you're on 30,000 Rand a year with DuePoint after 6 months. If you can do another 6 months, do it for a year with us, then you can reasonably expect to be on about 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month is 120,000 Rand a year. You can do that this year. We have had thousands at DuePoint that have done that. Thousands. This is not we're hoping that some of you managed to do it. No. You're coming in quite late in the game. We've got thousands that have done it already, but you know what's really good about this system? It doesn't matter where you come in. You, this evening, with the DuePoint system, have the ability, by the end of the next 12 months, to be 10,000 Rand a month richer. You do, if you're just willing to connect South Africans to us. If you continue to connect 2 every single month, solid 2, for 2 years with us, that 10 becomes 27 to 30,000 Rand a month. 360,000 Rand a year. There's few of you on it. I know, because that's what SARS, the tax man, tells me. He says only 1/3 of South Africans earn 30,000 Rand a month. We can get you there in 2 years if you're willing to put time and numbers in. You know what we find? A lot of people come and start here, and what was Donnie telling me? 12 days later, they're gone. And we go, well, why are you gone? No, I spoke to a few people, and it doesn't work. We say, well, how many people did they speak to? No, I spoke to 4 people. 4? 4 people. There's 57 million South Africans. You're not going to speak to 4 of them. You're going to speak to hundreds of them. And when I say speak, you're not going to do a presentation. You're not going to sell them a product. You're going to go, you need money. I know. You know your friends. You don't have to have a conversation. You know they need money. Okay, watch this. Play. But it's one of those shush. Watch. There, I've just given you your sales training at DuePoint. Okay, that's all it is. You need money. Watch this video. That's your connection. 3 clicks and you're done. And you're going to have to do that hundreds of times. But how much easier is that than the job you're doing right now? Is your job right now easy? You get up early, don't you guys? Eh? The average South African gets up somewhere between 4 and 5 every morning. That's nuts. Why are we doing that to ourselves? And you know what it does? It's not making you richer. Anyone getting richer at your jobs? You're getting poorer. The economists tell me. But you all get up. You're going to get up tomorrow morning again, aren't you? Oh. Going to go in with a smile. You're going to work all day. And you're going to come out poorer than you went in. That's the reality. It is a reality. People don't like it. South Africans put their head in the sand and they go, no, I'm not going to think about it. I don't know. Something will happen in my life that will save me. It did, and it's happening right now in this room. That thing you were waiting for that was going to come along and save you, here it is right now. This is the moment. Don't miss it now. Don't miss it. In 2 years, you can get yourself from where you are now to 30,000 Rand a month. But only if you do 2 years. Not 2 weeks, not 2 months. 3 years, that 30,000 is up to 45,000. 4 years, it's up to 60. 5 years, and you're on 80 to 100,000 Rand a month. This is data that's been built off of actual. Actual. We have people that have done this. But they put time in. They put time in. You'll get to meet and know them in this room, and as they come through our office, if you come to multiple presentations, you'll meet the people that have done this. They put time in, and they connected without stopping. They didn't mind when people laughed at them or canceled or lapsed or didn't pay. They didn't mind. They just kept connecting. They knew they have 57 million people to get to. And they knew that in those 57 million, their wealth would be discovered. And they did it with us here. We put some of these people on our stage every month. We don't go flamboyant. This is not a hyper marketing. We don't do that. We just put 1 or 2 or 3 people on the stage every month who, from around the country, are building wealth with us. Some slowly, some quickly, some in the middle. We show you the whole spectrum. In this last month, we had up Natasha. She's from Port Elizabeth. This is a nationwide business. Port Elizabeth. She's been working with us for 2.5 years. She's a full-time single mom, and she works, last time I chatted to her, 7 days a week. She doesn't have time for DuePoint. But she also knows that she wants her control and her freedom back. And over the course of 2.5 years of just between things, whenever she could, not a lot of time, maybe a couple of minutes a month, she's built for herself a channel that's now worth 9,000 Rand a month. Now, as a single mom, what does 9,000 Rand a month do for you? How does it change life? How many of you would be willing to work for 2.5 years to have an extra 9,000 Rand a month? That's the question you've got to ask yourself. Now, she's not doing it quickly. She's busy, works all the time. You can go and see people who do it quickly. Go onto our YouTube channel. Go search DuePoint. Scroll to the bottom. Wealth Engineers Tell All. We got the people who shoot the lights out. 30,000 Rand a month in 15 months. 10,000 Rand a month in 3 months. You've got them there. Go find them. And go and watch the stories of how people have done it. And then you've got the people that have taken years to get to 3,000 Rand a month. We show you them all. You will decide. You are the only bottleneck in the DuePoint system. You will decide what you want to do with us here at DuePoint. Folks, the second way that we create income for you here is through our XP Rewards program. We actually teach you. This is our training program. We teach you how to do this. Many people, once I've got them through the I don't have time and the I don't know enough people and I don't like that. Once I've got them through all of that, they then go, yeah, but I don't know how to do it. Great. We'll teach you how to do it. We'll teach you how to do it with world-class training, and you won't pay a cent for it. Any of you been involved in something before where you had to pay for training? Yeah, I know. Come to the training. It's $500 a ticket. Well, here it doesn't cost you a cent, and you will get world-class training. By some of the best people in the industry. That's what you're going to get training for. We've got guys that have come in here and spoken on our stage that have been in the industry for 45 years. You get that without paying a cent. We teach you. As you do the training, as you do the steps in our program, you accumulate experience points, XP. XP accumulates, your channels grow, and when they meet certain criteria, we rank you up in the training program. And as we rank you up, we give you cash. We know you need cash right out the gates. We know it. So we give you cash. As you rank up, it gets more and more and more. Then we give you tools. And rank 5, we give you an entire kit of goodies that you can use to professionalize your wealth creation. We want you to become a professional at what you do, because this is what will change your circumstances permanently into the future. Then in rank 7, we give you a 20,000 Rand set of business cards. 20,000 Rand. Imported, custom-made, gold-gilded for you. Not gold ink, gold leaf. When you hand somebody a gold-leafed card, they suddenly are paying attention. We don't look anymore like that thing that blows in from China. We don't look like that anymore. Then at rank 9, for those of you who've persevered and added in time in part of your mix of success with us and have got to rank 9, we take you and your family away every year for the rest of your life, as long as you maintain your channel size with us. This is not a competition. You don't re-qualify for this every year. As long as you maintain your channel size, every year going forward, we take you and your family away. 5-star, business class, all expenses paid, no matter where you are in the country. You leave your wallet at home, we pick you up, and we deliver you back there. And you know what's great about this? Is that all of the things I've spoken to already this evening, and all the things I'm going to talk to about after this, we've already delivered on. I'm not making promises hoping one of you manages to achieve this. We've done it all already, and we've delivered on it. We've been going away on these rank 9 trips now for years. And so instead of me showing you internet pictures and video, we can actually show you wealth engineers, South Africans, traveling with us, with their spouses and with their kids, to multiple locations at no cost to them. If you get to rank 9, if you persevere wealth with us, then your Decembers are going to look a bit like this. Not one location, multiple locations. You'll see the group growing every year. New rank 9s joining us every year. You know, I've said it before, I'm going to say it again tonight. Those of you who walk away from this need to count the cost, because there are others that don't walk away and ultimately live this life. They do. We have a growing group every year of people that are going away with us, that are creating wealth, that are changing their circumstances. Are you really willing to give that away You're really willing to give that away. Who will be joining us at the end of this year? We've still got half a year before we go. Tickets are booked. We're on the plane on the 7th of December. Our hotel is booked. It's a brand new location this year. Who's going to be on that plane with us? That's your decision. That's your decision. Yeah, book my ticket. That's great. I need to take a picture of this audience because I've got a feeling some of you I won't ever see again. Those that put their hands up. You know what's going to happen. You're going to go home and talk to your parents. Your parents are going to tell you joined a pyramid scheme. That's generally an ignorant response. It's a response of people who don't know what a pyramid scheme is, but think they heard about something like this before. Whereas I said, we're everything that can be loyal and trustworthy. We are everything. Go do the research on us. You're going to have to talk to a lot of people. Those that have come rank 9 with us, spoken to a lot of people, connected a lot of people. Their lives are very, very different this day than it was when they started. How long is it going to take you to get to rank 9? Well, okay, that's your choice. There's not a competition. There's no cutoff date. This chap here took 5 months. 5 months. That means you could be there at the end of the year. Then we've got other couples, 19 months. We've got another couple there, 12 months. We've got a couple that's not in this picture that took 31 months. If your boss came to you tomorrow and said, you know what, work for me for the next 3 years, and after that, I'll take you away on a 5-star holiday every year for the rest of your life with your family. Would you work for him for 3 years? Oh, okay. You're going to do this for 3 years? No. No, Brandon, it's so hard. It's so hard. Really? How hard is your job? I just asked you to tap your phone. Would you be willing to do 3 years for a change in circumstances that is permanent, lifetime, and potentially intergenerational? Would you? Because that is what we are offering here at DuePoint. At rank 11, we give you another useful tool. It's your own car. It's not financed through us. It's not rented from us. And it is not branded. And we don't give it to you and take it away. It's your car. Your car. You need to keep your eyes on our broadcast every day, because in the next couple of weeks, maybe 2 months, our next rank 11 is coming up. And someone else will get a car from us. So you think rank 9 is the pinnacle? No. There are 28 mapped ranks in our system. You have reached the 1/3 mark when you reach 9. You've only, in fact, we consider you only having just started at DuePoint when you hit rank 9. What do you think is in the other ranks if we're giving cars and holidays away in the first third? When you walk away this evening, or when you walk away 5 weeks from now, or when you walk away a year from now from DuePoint, count the cost before you do so. Count the cost. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said, we build this wealth off the back of our financial services products. You don't do anything for free anymore in South Africa. You've got 4 products to choose from here at DuePoint. Our first one is our Access Wealth. Our Access Wealth plan costs 324 Rand a month, and for that you get 2 independent products, your very own tax-free investment account and 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. We take 100 Rand every month, we put it into an investment account, and you are starting to build an asset before you've connected your first person with us. Our next product is our Wealth Guard product. It's 249 Rand a month. For that, you get 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. No waiting periods, no medical examinations, and no maximum age limits. Everybody in South Africa can be in this business with a product undercover, no matter their circumstances. Then our third product is our Family Wealth Funeral Plan. It starts at $299. It gives you a bunch of options from that point forward of family cover, funeral cover, 20 or 30,000 Rands worth of cover, whether you want 5 or 10 family members on the cover, and you as the principal policy holder get 10,000 Rands worth of outstanding debt cover. So that when you pass away, we cover 10,000 Rands worth of your debt so that your family don't have to. And then our fourth product is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. If you want to start saving money, start changing your personal economy, well, this is the product for you. It's 299 Rand a month, and for that, you get access to all of our suppliers. The 7-decade-old insurance company, you get access to our suppliers who give us prices and discounts and services and vouchers and packages and all sorts of things you couldn't get as an individual. You can now get through all of our suppliers and change your personal economics every single month. We then wrap this whole thing in what we call our Achievers Quest. It is to help those of you who are new get off the ground, and it is for those of you who have been here for a while to keep going. We know that cash is king and that people struggle financially in South Africa. So let's get you off the ground. Our Achievers Quest runs from the first to the last day of every month, and it resets and it resets, and it just keeps going every single month. And what it says is if you can put 10 people in, or 20 people in, or 30 people into your business on your first point in a month and have them paid by the end of that month, we'll give you either 5, 10, or 15,000 Rand bonus on top of your returns and rewards. That means that this month, in the next 14 days, you can connect 10 people, get them paid, and get 5,000 Rand in the middle of next month. If you do it every month, which we have some people doing, it's 60,000 Rand a year in bonuses. That's for 10. What about for 20? That's 120,000 Rand a year. What about for 30? It's 15,000 Rand a month. That's 180,000 Rand. If anybody tells you that you can earn faster elsewhere, laugh at them. Because generally they're going to ask you to sell something, which guarantees nothing, or they're going to ask you to speculate. Foreign exchange, cryptocurrencies, all of those are legit, and if you've got spare cash, go spend it on it, but they're not guaranteed. Here we say 10 people in, 10 people paid, you get 5 grand. 5 grand. And then what we did is, we pulled someone up last month. We just said, people go, no, that's not possible. It's too difficult, 10 people, it's too difficult. So we said, all right, well, what about this lady? Sima Shishle. She's been with us for 7 months. 7 months, that's all. She's been here for 5 minutes. She's already built a channel worth $1,000 a month. So she gets 12,000, 15,000 Rand a year from us already. But she's achieved the Achievers Quest 2 months in a row. So that means instead of getting $1,000 a month, she's had $6,000 a month for 2 months in a row. Our Achievers Quest, I can assure you, is very doable. Every month we have a whole group of people, different from all over the country, every month that's achieving it. And it means that straight out the gates at DuePoint, you can be on 5,000 Rand plus a month. Straight out the gates. If you're willing to connect individuals, that's it. Just connect them using our technology. In 2019, we've laid down the ultimate challenge. We've said for those of you who want a life that's changed in 12 months, right now, then you've got to do our 365 challenge. Our 365 challenge says if you put 365 people in 365 days, your 365 days start tonight. If you're signing up, tonight is the start. You've got 365 days from now. If you put 365 people in that time, we will give you the equivalent value of 1.25 million Rand. We'll put a check of 365,000 Rand into your bank account. We know that your channel will have grown past rank 9, which means we'll be taking you away on our 240,000 Rand holiday per family. And you will have grown past rank 11, which means by the end of this year, by the end of the 12 months, you will have got your very own brand new car. But more importantly, as a rank 11 plus, on average, you earn somewhere between 40 and 50,000 Rand a month in returns. Remember, we're in the business of wealth. We're not in the business of holidays and cars. We're in the business of wealth. And your wealth with us at that stage is nearly 600,000 Rand a year. Who of you will take up the 365 challenge? It is an average of 1 connection a day. That's all it is. It's an average of 1 connection a day. You can do them in groups, or you can do 1 a day. It is up to you. You know, if you do 1 a day, then on the Achievers Quest, you've put 30 people in a month, haven't you? Which means you get 15 grand. That means you're going to get this plus 180,000 Rand. When somebody tells you you can't earn enough at DuePoint, laugh at them. They simply have not understood our system. Folks, this is nationwide business, and we travel between provinces all the time. This weekend, 4 days' time, I am down in Bloemfontein for the Free State. If you've got friends, guests, if you haven't even thought about it, sit down and draw up a list. Come and join us down there on Saturday morning. The details are on our events menus, events on the website, events on our app. Click on it, scroll down, find the event. You'll get all the details there of times that we start and all of that jazz. But more importantly, push the attend button and get your ticket. It's free. You don't pay for anything here. It's free. Book your ticket and book your guests' tickets. Get in now and come and join us on Saturday morning. It is going to be amazing. Every one of our encounters this year has been literally wealth-changing for those that were involved. So get down there and be with us. Anywhere in the Free State, anywhere outside of the Free State, come and join us there this Saturday morning. It's going to be awesome. For those of you who are still not convinced and want to do some more research, go for it. Go to the JSC's website, look us up under Conduit Capital, go to Constantia's website. It's a public company, so our financials are listed there, our directors are listed there, our BEE status is listed there. I mean, I don't know if you were able to do this with any of the other things you've been involved with. I'm pretty sure you weren't. But here you can. You can go and do that. Then you can go to the regulators' websites. Go to all of them. But go to the FSCA's website to see our licenses. Life, short, FSP licenses. We've got them all in bundles. Go and get whatever comfort you need and know that this business is for real. If you need tools, ladies and gentlemen, which is what you do need to get started in this business, we've got the tools for you too. We have an online store. You go to www.DuePoint.net, go in there, click the store button, and all of our tools are available for you. You can select them, order them, and we'll have them delivered to you wherever you are in the country. Those of you who are here this evening, you can buy them at our reception counter as well if you want. It's all here. Get the tools and then get out there. Don't walk past the tools. You're just slowing your process down. We just launched our store, and while it's in its opening days, we've got a special discount on our business cards, 20% off of our business cards if you order them online. So go and order them and get them ready and get them prepared for you. In addition, this Saturday, we launched our new shirts. Our shirts are available now, high quality shirts, not those things that are going to die and fade in the wash like some of the other things that you've had. These are high quality golf shirts that you've got in there. You can see, I think there's one in the glass cabinet. There should be one. Go and take a look. But all of this is available for you. This is a growing, dynamic business, and it's made available to you at no cost. Folks, if you want to become a wealth engineer this evening, it's super simple. You're going to go to our website, DuePoint.net. That's where you're going to go. You're going to click join or apply once you've read and watched the videos and done what you need to do. And within 3 minutes, you're going to be a wealth engineer. Not a single cent having passed from your pockets. Not a cent. And then, folks, we want you to do, download our app. You need to know, there is no DuePoint without the app. You can't do it without this. Do you see this device? The smartphone. If you don't have a smartphone, you can't do this business. That means that you've got a purchase ahead of you right now, maybe tomorrow, of getting yourself a smartphone. And you have to download our app. There's no business without it. So get that app downloaded on your phone. It's free, like everything at DuePoint. And then we want you to watch our training videos. You cannot, when you joined your work, did they not put you through some form of training before you started? Or did you go, leave me. I know what I'm doing. Leave me. Everybody, not everybody. There's large amounts of individuals that join this business and go, I know, I've been involved in this and that. I know what I'm doing. Folks, we are not this and that. We are completely different. Watch the training. It's under the tools button. Tools button. On your app, tools. Watch the videos. And then, folks, get out there and connect 3 people. The moment you've connected 3 people to us, you start earning. So that's step 1. You want to earn with us? Connect 3 people. Once you've not prospected. I spoke to 3 people. Why haven't I earned? No. You've got to connect 3 people to us. Once you've connected them, you will start earning. How do you connect people to us? Step 3. What's step 3? Watch the training. Then you know how to connect people to us. All right. Okay. Go and watch the training and talk to the people that connected you here this evening, and they'll show you how to do it. It's the simplest system in the world. It's literally clicking buttons, and you're connecting people to us. Folks, every possible electronic means, we're there already. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Facebook. We do all your Facebook content for you. Every day, we deliver new content that you can share, tag, move. You don't have to do any of the work. We do the work for you. Watch us live, broadcasted every day, Tuesday through Saturdays around the country on YouTube. Go and get in there. Subscribe. Follow us on Facebook and make sure you get the merchandise, the tools, and you get the app on your phone. In every way, we've made this business easy and available to every single South African. And so, ladies and gentlemen, you're left with a task this evening, not a decision. Maybe 5 years ago we had the decision. This evening we only have a task, and that is to get out there, pick this tool up, and start connecting South Africans to us. If you're able to do that, this was the evening that your life changed forever. That's not a marketing statement. This is that moment you were waiting for. It is right now. Go out there, grab it, and make your life different forever. For those of you here this evening, if you've got questions and concerns, come and chat to me outside. Those watching live, call our client service team during the week or talk to the wealth engineer that connected you this evening. But we'll be live again tomorrow at 12:15. That means those of you at work, lunch hour, we're live. If you've worked out, if the guys have shown you how to connect people by tomorrow morning, on your phone, on your computer, wherever you are at work, you'll be able to turn your phone on and be live in this room. Gather all your work colleagues around and connect them to us tomorrow. 12:15, we're live. We'll see you there. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.